We continue learning Hachzeg Musar Yaimi. We continue the long and lengthy chapter on Nikiyas, going through Aveira after Aveira, how we have to be so critically careful. Arayis, Gezeilah, and speech and everything. As we're going to get more and more and more. We spoke about giving advice the other day, and now we pick it up on page 214 in the Artscroll Mesilas Yesharim. Continues the Ramchal, and we're discussing now how you can't even hold a grudge in your heart. You can't take revenge, and you can't hold a grudge. Says the Ramchal, let me explain to you the difference between Nikima, taking revenge, and a Netira, holding a grudge. Dainu Nikima, what is the difference of taking revenge? Is Limnoya Mehetiv, is that he asks you for something and you don't give it to him, you hold it back, giving him something good. Someone who didn't give to you, so you don't give back to him. Or someone that harmed you, you don't give to him. Unetira, what's a grudge? You know what a grudge is? When you actually give him. At the time you're actually giving to someone who did something bad to you, so I think, even though he's saying this is known, this is not so known. That Nikima is not to do back to the guy who harmed you. And Nitira, the grudge, is that you actually were Mavir al Midaisav. You went and you hate the guy's guts and you gave him, but you hate his guts. So as you gave him in your heart, you're thinking of what he did wrong to you. That is Nitira, that is holding a grudge. That is what we have to be careful about. Continues the Ramchal and explains to us going into the psyche of the Yetzer Hara. Well, the Yetzer Hara comes and it makes martiach, it makes a flame, it makes boiling up one's heart. And the Yetzer Hara always tries to keep along something. A little shemetz, a little stain, a little preservative of that which happened. It keeps in the back of your brain something that someone did wrong to you. If the Yetzer Hara can't make you really remember, but it makes you yishtadel. The Yetzer Hara is mishtadel lahashir zechara muat. You always remember a little bit what the guy did wrong to you. Yomer derech l'mashal adam. The Yetzer Hara will tell you, for example, you want to give him, he didn't give to you, and you're going to give him. And then it says the Yetzer Hara, oh, you're going to give him? Okay, but don't put on that smile. Do you remember what he did to you? Or if someone didn't just not help you, but he actually hurt you, the Yetzer Hara is going to tell you, if you don't just harm him, and you don't give him a big taiva, you don't give him a lot, but you don't hold back a lot, that itself is enough. Meaning Yetzer Hara is minimizing. They don't even remember what he did to you? Okay, so just stay pariv. Or even if you want to help him, don't help him in front of you. Don't let people see that you don't feel bad towards him. Or at least don't hang out with him so it doesn't look like you're his friend. Even if you forgave him, don't appear to him. Don't let people see that you're no longer an enemy. That's enough, meaning it's enough that you don't look like his enemy. But don't actually go positively to do to him. And if you want to even go and hang out with this guy, it says the Yetzer Hara to you, don't be as nice to him. Okay, you want to be his friend, fine. But don't be so giving to him. These are all the different strategies of the Yetzer Hara, Mashu Mishtadel Lefato, says Libo B'nei Adam, that it seduces the hearts of people. Al Kein Ba Ta'ira, says the Ta'ira, Klal Shakol Nichlal Boy. This is the klal that has all the rules in it. V'ahavta l'reacha kamaycha. Love him like yourself. Like you love yourself, there's no separation. That's how much that you have to love him. Without any distinctions, without any ruses, without any schemes, without any things in the back of your brain. Mamish. That's what the Torah dictates. And finally, one more topic, says the Ramchal, about we have to be naki from a shvua. Ulam ha-shvua, this is so apropos for everyone learning Daf Yomi together, regarding Averas, regarding shvuas. even though normally, anyone who's not one of the simpletons in this run about people know at least not to say, God forbid, God's name in vain. Certainly not to swear. But says the Ramchal, there are these little branches that you have to be careful about. Even though they're not so severe, like a real shvuah, I'll call upon him. Someone who's being naki, whoever made it to page 217, whoever made it so far into chapter 11, the 11th chapter, Mesilas Yesharim, you want to be a naki. You got to be careful even from these little branches. Not of the most severe. I'll call upon him. Excuse me, I read that twice. So the Gemara in Shvuah says, Omar Rav Elazar, Lav Shavua, saying Lav is a Shvuah. Ve'ein Shvuah, saying yes is a Shvuah, meaning your words are at some level a Shvuah. If you say you're going to do it, you got to do it. Amar Rava, V'udamar Lav Lav Trei Zimni. He says Rava, no, it's only if you said it 2 times. V'udamar Ein Trei Zimni, V'chein Amru, Ve'ein Tzedek, and you have to be honest, Shei Lav Shalchat Tzedek, Ve'ein Shalchat Tzedek. So even though hopefully no one is holding a real Shavuos, real Motzi Shem Shemayim Levatal, but even our yeses, even our no's, certainly if you say it 2 times, is another area to be naki from. We'll continue from here in the next year. B'siyata Dishmaya.